Arizona as a whole has experienced strong job growth, but Tucson's job market has been growing more slowly over recent years, and this year is no exception. 13 News reporter Emily Miranda has been looking into this trend and joins us now live.
And Emily, how does Tucson compare to the state and the rest of the country right now?
Well, Mary, job growth here in Tucson is lagging behind the rest of the country, and economists predict that trend will continue.
Tucson is adding jobs. We are up about 3,600 jobs over the year through October.
That puts Tucson's job growth at nearly 1%, but it's still well below the state and national average.
What we're seeing nationally at 1.7% and statewide, and in Phoenix at about 2.2% during the same period.
George Hammond, Director of Economic and Business Research at the University of Arizona, says there are some sectors like healthcare and manufacturing that are adding jobs at a rapid pace.
I think we're going to see some nice job gains in manufacturing, which is a very high-paying sector, in particular reflecting the location of the American Battery Factory here in Tucson. So that will help. Other sectors.
But sectors like leisure and hospitality are still lagging post-pandemic.
I think we will eventually get back to pre-pandemic levels in terms of those travel and tourism type jobs, but we're just not there yet.
Then there's the question of the retail sector in Tucson. Over the past few months, 13 News has reported on the closure of a number of big box stores, from Big Lots to Conn's. Hammond says this will not be a sector that drives job growth in the coming years, but for now it's holding a steady pace.
Even though some stores are closing, within that sector you'll find some online jobs actually show up. So that sector is doing better than you might think.
Job growth is predicted to remain steady in Tucson, growing around 1% per year. But that could change after the new year when a new administration takes over in Washington.
All the talk of huge increase and broad-based increases in tariffs, that has a significant possibility of driving slower growth than that kind of 1% per year growth rate.
Hammond says in the new year there could also be growth in the financial sector, which includes banks and real estate. Reporting in studio, Emily Miranda, 13 News.